we go. Perfect. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. We're about to jump into some lovely Baldur's Gate descent into Avernus, or as I've kind of dubbed this, the Fall of Elturel, which is a little bit different. A lot of my own making. I guess I don't. I should say there's a lot of following the module, but we're taking some liberty. Excuse me, I just choked. We're taking some liberties as I'm going through. Thank you so much for being here, and we're just going to jump into what do you call it? A recap. What do you guys say? Does anyone want the free inspiration?
Nah, free inspiration's dumb. So who actually wants to do exact reverse shit?
It was what I can do is we'll go about it like this. If I remember, and correct me here if you would, Yo-Yo Haley, if you don't mind. We started off exactly coming into the bathhouse, or were we talking about things before we hit the bathhouse?
Like the beginning of last session?
Yes.
Yes, we first thing I have written down is we go back to the bathhouse.
Go back to the bathhouse. Perfect. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So you hit the bathhouse, you do some talking, you go investigating after talking to, I want to say, Okara, and drop down with a special knife that opens a door, leading you down to a dungeon where you more or less have a lot happen. You have a conversation with a rat at one point that tells you about these terrible people doing terrible things, trying to bring about the end of some of Baldur's Gate, and they're ugly and they're terrible, and yeah, you know, that was a fun part. But you also got you also found a few like altars of the dead three cultists that were really popular in Baldur's Gate, the ones that you were kind of chasing down from the very beginning of the but the campaign, I should say. It was Ball, Merkel, and Bane, right? Each having a little bit of a different door. You went down each door, did a lot of exploring, kind of dealt with a lot of different enemies, making quick work of some. And then you met up with a Vanthamper, who quickly just turned hostile towards you. Not talking a lot, but
Oh, he talked a lot. He talked some big game. the first guy, yeah, because that guy.
yeah, he was very angry, I should say. But yeah, reportedly just said, "We know who you are. We've seen your face. You know it's too late. You're in way over your head." You dropped his mom's name, and he did not like that. Thelmara Vanthamper. And so I think that started initiative, and things just went from there. You got a shield that was remind me, that talked to you, right, Brahm?
Yes.
All right. And you basically told it to shut up and put it into a bag. No, you wrapped it up, then you put it into a bag, right?
We had to go to we wrapped it up first, and then we're like, let's go to this church of Lathander and be like, hey, the fuck is this? And the church was kind of like, we don't know, it's scary. And then we kind of put it in a bag. We're like, we're not doing this right now.
I bought a bag of holding. I bought a bag of holding and shoved that motherfucker in there.
Okay. Perfect. All right, so I have a bag of holding. You put the yes. You put the shield in, and yeah, super easy. Not dealing with that right now, and I think that was the last thing we ended off with, right?
Pretty much.
Yes. Yep.
And the
Perfect.
spooky dagger as well. We got
Oh
rid of
yeah,
that.
the spooky dagger, got rid of that. Yes,
Playing
yes,
with
yes.
that.
All right, so we'll start off with kind of a simple introduction of the the streets of Baldur's Gate as you're kind of making your way before you decide exactly where you're going. I'll just say there's a lot of people out and about. You know, it's a typical market kind of area where you have people selling wares. You're getting lots of scents of food. Um, you're getting different aromas of maybe some herbs. You're getting you know, the people calling out and trying to get your attention as much as they can to pay attention and purchase something. That being said, you're moving through, I assume, pretty quickly, not slowing down to any of this, really.
No, I would think not yet. We
Okay.
have some information to report, and I think we were like, because we went through it, we were gonna rest a little while afterward.
Yeah,
Okay.
is it like super duper early morning at this point after
Yes.
we've done everything in the bathhouse?
Yes, it would be like, oh, I don't want to make it like, I would say like 7:30, 7:45 in the morning. You know, sun's been up for a little bit, but not much. But
Oh,
people,
sleepy time.
yeah, people are
Yeah.
out and about, and the city's pretty lively at this point.
Our sleep schedule's fucked, y'all. Holy
Yeah.
So where do you all go from here? Where's the plan? Just to go back to meet, was it Zaj?
Yes.
shit. I agree. I think that's where we were gonna go first. Is kind of like deal with that information. Although I remember we discussed not sharing everything. Like there was
Yeah,
like a
because we
little
met
bit
the
of
spooky dude.
yeah, we met the spooky guy that kind of told us like, hey, people are fucking weird in Baldur's Gate. Which yeah makes sense. So which made me wonder, what do we want to share? I don't know about the shield. That's a I don't want to share that with the wrong people, but what are we thinking about like sharing or keeping to ourselves?
Hmm.
Well, we definitely don't mention the thing with the skeletons being raised.
We don't. No, we do not mention that.
Keep that close.
I mean, maybe we just let him know we took care of a lot of the people down there. Maybe not everyone, but
Well,
it seems we took care of majority of the people down there.
we could at least let them know like there is something weird down there. Like we let them know anything that you can visually see when you go down there,
Mhm.
because they would want to find it anyway. But I think some of the information that we received specifically, we could probably keep close to our chests. We could say, we saw this, we saw some people that needed help, because one of those is, I'm sure, a rich bitch who's going to try to spin it in his own narrative, and then one's some poor girl who, doesn't want to get involved. So, like we should, I think we should let them know at least that. But all the details, they don't have to know. You don't have to know anything.
Okay.
But if anyone has, a different angle or anything else they want to keep quiet, I am all ears. Well, I'm two ears, but I'm all ears otherwise.
I think that sounds good to me.
I think that's good. I'm reading back through my notes, but I don't see anything else.
Yeah, when it comes to the details of what we may need to relay, I'll probably ask you for those notes. But sounds good. To Zaj we go then.
As Hodge we go.
And that would be at the El Song Tavern, if I remember correctly, as your connection spot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let me Well, what I'll say is, as you're moving down, it's a little bit southeast of the area, but it's still in that lower city, right? Still considered what would be the tougher, rougher area of Baldur's Gate. You know, as you're walking, you're getting a lot of people staring at you and just eyeing you. Some of them saying something like, if you're interested, we have wares for people of all types, adventurers or those who are looking to get into the adventuring game. Maybe you need some luck. Or you have some people that just don't say anything and they're just staring you down. But you get the idea that
Jesus.
it's just a tough area, even at 7:45 in the morning. You
Y'all
have,
just woke up.
yeah, everyone's just going through. I need to do something really quick as I'm reading. Yeah, I'll just do that. Okay. Um, so as you get to the Elf Song Tavern, let me change our uh not battle map, but our background here to the one that you're familiar with. Can I grab you and just place you here? Down here? Hopefully that just took you right where we've been before.
All good.
Okay, there we go. Oh, nice. Thank you for updating. I love it. So as you get to the Elf Song Tavern, you're approaching this lovely area, and we'll just kind of say as you're sitting in this little corner here, you get in. It's pretty quiet. Probably not as many people there that's represented on the map at this moment. It would be a little thinner of a crowd, not anyone looking around trying to make attention or draw attention, I should say. You have the people, you have the bartender that would notice you, nod their head, point you in the right direction. You know the room, you know the direction. They're not going to stop you. It's one of those things now. You're local. Well, I don't want to say local, but you're a regular at this point. So they're just going to let you do your business and kind of keep their nose out of it, much like they have with many dealings around here in their tavern. You get in this room. We'll bring out Zaj. Let's see, where'd you go? Yeah, we'll place you right here on this couch here. It takes them a little bit, but they get in, they see everyone here, they're a little surprised. The only one that wouldn't be here would be Ray of Mountamore, not yet.
Go.
We'll bring her out.
Those people in the next room over are really having fun.
Yeah, thank you, Sirenscape, for bringing in the lively crowd when it should be quiet. As I'm trying to look for a quiet inside the elf song should be. There we go. So as Captain Zaj walks in, they see you, they're surprised, they're happy, they're almost ecstatic after a beat as they look around. You did it. I can't believe. What did you find out? What happened?
A little surprising. So hello, cat. So we, were able to kind of find our way down into the cellars, you could call them. Sewers, whatever. And it looks like that there's a lot of Bane and Baal worship down there.
Oh no! In the sewers.
Also,
We have an extensive sewer system. I was about to say one of the best, but in this case, I don't know if that's something to brag about.
At the very least, where some of it is centralized. It could be, all over, but there's at least a spot right. Oh, that's at least like when you go, beneath the bathhouse, turn a few corners, you'll be able to find some of the evidence very quickly. It's not that you have to hunt through all of it for at least that.
And we cleared out as much as we saw.
All right.
Hmm.
Cleared out as much as you saw, and did you make a good attempt to hit every room? Do I need to send another party down to clean up? Is there more to be?
Maybe we didn't want to, overstep our jurisdiction, but um, we hit a few rooms. We took care of a few, areas with altars. Released a couple of people that looked like they were there against their will. But we didn't explore everything. We thought we would come up here as soon as possible to give you what information we had.
Hmm.
Fair enough. Fair enough. My. All right. There needs to be some sort of, and there needs to be some sort of, call to arms to go down beneath and figure any idea of like where and why this is happening? No source, nothing that seems to be a common cause between the three different sects of cults? Captain Zaj will ask curiously.
He kind of he looks at he double checks with the others, like, should I bring up the Vanthampers? You know what? No, fuck it. They're gonna find the bodies. Um, One thing we did notice that this is tied to the Vanthamper family. We did encounter, I believe, one of their sons, but that's as much detail as we got. We couldn't interrogate him. He attacked us so quickly, very easy to take down. But we unfortunately didn't get the whys or hows.
Interesting. The Van Thampers are quite generous when it comes to helping out the Flaming Fist, especially when
It's
funds are
to have
lower.
authorities on your side, so I'm not surprised.
That's too bad. Listen, I can do some investigations. Maybe bring out some more information if you'd like. I know a little bit about the brothers, the family of the Van Thampers. One hangs out at the Low Light. Excuse me, the Low Lantern, the ship that was turned into a shady bar. Many dealings that happen out of there are not permitted. And then you have the one brother but they've been shut in for as long as I can remember.
That explains why he was so cranky.
Interesting. Maybe a little more digging and I can bring something tangible, something that you can take and actually use. But I think if we were to just go in there saying, "What have you done to the bathhouse?" I don't think we'll get very far.
No, I don't disagree. It's knowing that they're a very powerful family. It's gonna be difficult to get that information out of them, especially without tangible evidence. I'm certain that if you do search, you'll be able to find something there, but you'll have to search quickly because I'm sure it's not that we left the boys alive, but there might be word spreading, possibly, if somebody goes down there. One thing I will say, however, is that they have definitely unwillingly brought in a few employees from the bathhouse, and I want them to make sure that they're as safe as possible when you're taking care of this.
Yes, the bathhouse employees. It's really runs deep.
It does. I don't know how many there are. There's They possibly did. I didn't know how much we wanted to delve into, but I can definitely bring that up.
Above table, that is a yes. They did talk about that, but you don't. Yeah, just above table. Yeah.
But yes, it's one of the masseuses. She's has difficulty. There's also again, it all happened so fast we couldn't get a lot of it figured out. But the name does the name Thavius Creek come to mind?
Heaviest Creek. That's ironic. Yeah. It was one of the first names before all the refugees of Elturel came on our list, actually.
All right.
But traveled alone, nothing of note, just a very ancient name, I guess. Yeah, kind of popular, I guess. I don't know.
So
Go ahead.
there's no chance he's still alive? Or would that be a weird thing?
Fabius Creek, I mean, I met one. I don't know if it's the one you're looking for, but I met one.
Oh, it's like a passed down name.
I'm sure a name after a popular, well-to-do leader is bound to make its way around the kingdom.
I'm not sure. I just that okay, I'm not the one to be saying because I'm not a hell rider, but there has been conversations of Athavius Krieg um from Elturel, but that's above me, my pay grade. I'm just a flaming fist officer, and I had somebody under that name come in before all of these refugees hit. I mean, weird, but I don't know where they went. I don't know what happened to them. They were quick, quiet, and gone.
Oh, what did they do?
Well, actually, they had a lot of coin that they were transporting, and they wanted to make it safely to the bank before the crowds hit, so they paid guards extra portions and rations and a few extra gold just to help transport to get them to the bank and let them through quickly, quietly. And I guess
Interesting.
now that I'm thinking about it, maybe that was a terrible idea.
Is there a way to check what's inside that vault?
I don't
I mean,
know.
not looking for money, just looking for suspicious things.
Suspicious things.
Just money.
I'm with
Just
you.
money.
I'm trying to understand why. Oh, just we could,
We
but I
found-
don't know where and which bank.
Okay.
If
well,
you can
maybe that'll
find
be
that
something for
out,
us
then
to
maybe
figure out.
we can get some sort of paperwork, get a warrant of some sort. Yes, and then
Yes.
we can make that work.
Bureaucracy.
Yes.
I love that.
Social shaming as well. Well, we'll wait for that until we have concrete evidence of something.
I
Okay.
don't have the best memory. Does anyone else have anything else that they wanted to bring up, perhaps?
Out of character, I don't remember.
Out of character, I'm torn in half about there's one dude.
Yeah.
The first dude, the guy that wanted to steal his robes. I forgot who he was. Did we want to bring up him? Because I know that Oath brought up the girl that they had all tied up. If that's the one you're talking about, I mentioned them in passing. Did we want to bring up them specifically? Since we learned that the guy who was grabbed was an important person and a bitch, and I don't take kindly to important bitches.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either.
Love that.
Love cheese brain.
Give me 1 second. I can look through my notes.
I know Vendetta Cress was the name of the girl.
The one you're looking for was the gentleman that was a little bit like, oh, my family has a bunch of money, right?
Yeah.
And
he
then
was on
he's like,
Greyhound and got weird.
Where is that?
oh yeah, Jehesso. Clem
Yes, Clem
Jehesso.
Jahasso.
Yeah, there you
Want to
go.
bring him up specifically?
Well, yeah, he thought his family sent us to save him, and they didn't, which makes me think maybe they don't care about him, or maybe they didn't know he was gone.
I mean, I'd be fine if we did bring him up, yeah.
Yeah, let's just
Just
ask.
because someone was looking for him, maybe.
Wesley, there's a name that I think you jotted down. If you wanted to bring that up.
Oh yes, that weird, supposedly rich man. Do you know anything about Clem Jahasso or Jehesso feller? He was down there, and we saved him. We freed him, and he ran out.
Uh, yes. I don't mean to, speak of a family going through hard times, but both his father and mother, the prevailing heir or the prevailing builders of an empire of some rug stores are have fallen ill and no longer in the business. I don't think they have much time left, and it sounds like there's a bitter dispute over the last of the will between brothers and sisters.
Hmm.
Dang. I mean,
He
is there
did
anyone...
promise.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say he promised us a large reward, so that brings to mind. Maybe he could be in danger from his own family as well.
True, but I think that there's one of the other people that we let go is a girl that worked for him. Unfortunately, there's a lot that happened. I don't remember the specifics, but there's definitely, as I'm sure you guess, a lot going on. Have you heard any rumors with them and the Vanthampers, like any dispute or?
Well, the Van Thampers are always looking to grow their empire and their money and their power. I wouldn't be surprised if they found an opportunity to angle in some sort of more power, more money, any of that. They wouldn't take it, or they would take it.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know of anything personally, but I wouldn't put it past it. It is a cutthroat business out there, or cutthroat
Are very serious.
business population out there. Yeah.
It's at least something to keep in mind. We didn't interrogate him very long. At some point, we got a little a little sick of him taking up our time and
Yeah.
sent him on his way.
I didn't like him very much.
Oh. But I believe, unless anybody else has something that I have forgotten, he kind of looks to the group.
Laughter shakes their head no.
Brom also
Wom.
shakes his head no.
That's about it. If you go down there, you will be able to find, some evidence. I'm sure that you can bring back to that. Make sure you bring proper guards down there that are armed. We don't know what else is down there, but that's essentially what we found.
Okay.
I just ask, again, the oh dear God, nameless. What's the sweet orc girl's name again?
Okara.
Okara, thank you. If we can just make sure that Okara the masseuse, who's been brought into this against her will, if she's very well taken care of and safe as you go through this, would very much appreciate that.
Yes, we'll do what we can. There's a lot to be handled here. It might not happen today or tomorrow, but it'll definitely happen
Fine.
one of those days to get in a good force. I don't want to bring just anyone in, you know?
Agreed.
Okay. So I'll get on that. Oh boy, I got some paperwork to do. And then Captain Zodge will stand up, nod to the party. I don't think they'll smile as much as they like half crookily try to bring a smile about that just doesn't come really all about their face. It's more like a half smile, then right into a I got a bunch of other thoughts and I'm stressed. Kind of gritted teeth, biting their jaw or clenching their teeth, I should say. So unless anyone stops Captain Zodge, they'll step out and leave you all to this room alone. It is still kind of quiet. Not a lot of people here. Yeah. I say that, and of course, people start cheering in the Sirenscape.
Bro, what's
Oh.
with this volume on Sirenscape? It fights me.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
it wants to be
That's
quiet
okay.
to
It's
me.
like it's just fascinating because again, like I'll have it up and then it goes silent, and then I have to turn it up and down, and then it's like, oh fuck, here's your chicken.
We will find a yeah, exactly. We will find a better situation next week. Something
I
that'll
don't
be a
mind it.
lot
I think
better.
it's fun.
But yeah. Do you guys say anything else? Do you talk about anything else before going about uh the next, I guess, what would be the next step for you?
That's just what I was going to ask.
Well,
We should get a room. I'm tired.
Oh yes, we should
Mhm.
rest.
we should. There's a lot to
I,
think about and do. So, well, I think afterwards, we'll ask our dear leader, we'll call her, what she might recommend that we do next. Frankly, I don't want to get in. I don't want to get in the business of nobles when there's other things going on. Sorry, the petty business of nobles. I don't care about rugs. I care about other things.
Unless we have to deal with those
Mm.
uppity rich folk, happier I'll be.
Now, do we want to spend the night, day, however
guess
long you
the
need rest
day.
here, or somewhere else?
I mean,
They are celebrating out there.
we could probably just stay here unless. Do you guys know about any other taverns we might be able to go stay at?
Oh, I don't know anything. I'm all right with this. I have it's all fine.
Mhm. This one's been safe enough thus far.
Are we splitting rooms? Are we individual? What do we need?
Ooh,
I know
slumber
we've just been.
party.
Oh my god.
I
I know we've been camping and on the ground a lot. I just wanted to know everyone's preference.
I mean, as long as I have a bed, I'm happy.
It's true. It's true.
A bed would be very nice.
It's all nice.
Maybe we just see what rooms they have available and go from
Beautiful.
there.
Let's take a look. I can't take small steppies because my cat is preventing me. He, yeah. All right. Where do we go to peep at rooms?
Yeah.
Where's the bar? Is it downstairs?
Yes, it's just
Oh,
right
wait,
there.
no, wait,
And the person attending would be their name Alan. A
Tim.
basic human, simple faded hair line that goes back into a little bit of like a dark brown beard, brown eyes. They don't stand very tall, but they're pretty thin in complexion. Like they don't look like they get a lot of chance to eat or drink or do anything. They just work.
I
And
hope I join. Poor thing.
and so yeah, Alan will just greet you all and say hello if you're looking for rooms. We have some upstairs. They will come at a couple silver, and not come with a drink and a meal. Basic.
Oh. Basic is not bad.
Sounds great.
I'll
We'll do
take
that.
it.
Yeah, sounds like we're all taking our own rooms.
Of plenty of silver, yes.
Wonderful. Okay. So, out of curiosity, as you were all going through, I will say, looking about the what do you call it, the tavern. Um, I'm just curious, what is like is are people like getting it's I guess late early in the morning, is anyone going to eat, are they going to drink, or are they just going straight to bed getting that 8-hour rest in so you can get on with your missions?
Mm,
I'm far from hungry, but if anybody else wants to stop and eat, I know there are things that I want to discuss at least. Thank you, chicken. Hopefully briefly. um, yeah. But not out here. So, but if anybody wants to stop, eat, and mingle, he says, kind of like waving his fingers. That's all right.
Do we maybe want to go eat up in one of the private rooms upstairs?
Love that.
And just chat?
Sounds
yes.
great. Unless
Wonderful.
Rum has anything they want to do in particular.
I mean, Brom will probably eat and probably go to bed.
Fair enough. Brown's like, yeah, I'll eat, but not socialize, kind of a thing. Not spend too much time past the point of eating, right?
Like, it's one of those things of just like he's tired, and he'll stay with the group while the group's being a group. But Brom normally just isn't social.
It's fine.
I love it. All right. So we'll say you get situated in a nice cozy room upstairs. I don't know why there's we'll just hit this button. Sorry, it says upstairs dining room, and I'm trying to get us away from the growing crowd that seems to be this last ambience track. You get upstairs. Hopefully, it's a little bit quieter here.
And
And
floor on the right.
What's that?
Should we go to the first floor that's on the right?
Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works
Okay.
right there with that little dragon
Well,
head.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in here because fuck having people around. Oh my god.
Or I guess that's a bear head, not a
Someone
dragon
just shot a
head.
cannon.
No, I was like, what? Ooh.
These people are crazy.
Excuse me. So yeah, you get upstairs. You see that upstairs as you're moving through, there's a bit of a gambling game going on. Lots of dice rolling, people throwing down large amounts of money. But everyone, as you walk up the stairs, immediately dead eyes you all.
God.
They all just stare at you. No one's really saying anything or does anything. They just stare at this moment. You get in, you get your food. It's quiet enough for you to have some sort of peace and quiet here. Yeah. What do you all say?
Well, first I'll make sure the door's closed.
Please, yes. I don't want
Just
whatever that is listening
eye
in.
contact, like kind of what's your deal as like the door's closing, and I'm just like leaning to look for as long as the door takes to close.
You actually say something? Oh, come on, Sirenscape.
No.
What do you?
No, it's just the look I'm giving. Like, what? You're being weird, like that kind of look.
I got you. Yeah, fair enough. I think like as you look at them a little bit longer, you see them just like clench their coin purse and kind of like give you the side eye look of like, I'm not trusting anyone that comes up those stairs.
Going to bed after a business meeting, you bitch.
Oh, what, you stereotyping me, eh? You think I'm
For
gonna come over there
real.
and steal your money?
money.
But yeah, so you close the doors, you get a little peace from the staring observation, or this, yeah, the unrelenting staring happening outside those doors.
Well, now that we're out of earshot of whatever's that is, um, I didn't think it'd come up. So I mean, I suppose it should have come up quickly. Um, I apologize that earlier, you know, when you tried to heal me, Wesley, which is very kind, for you to do, that it didn't
Mhm.
work. I don't want to waste anyone's time. Especially, it's better to bring it up earlier in our adventuring career. But no healing magic works on me. Um, Essentially, I don't need it. Uh, he's he's kind of like searching for any sort of eloquent way to say this, and he never has. And he's like, I'm not alive like the rest of you. And I don't want you to have to waste your time casting any divine spells on me, like healing. Um, if, if,
Huh.
but before I continue, I want to know if that's an issue for anyone.
I mean, not an issue per se. How does
Oh,
that work?
a moment. Give me a actually give me a second. I didn't think I'd bring this up. Willow, move your fluffy ass over here. Um, It works in several ways, actually. We saw when our dear friend Brom, brought somebody back to the dead against their will. Very kind afterwards, sure, but there's different ways. Skeletons and zombies and all those things. Mine was a little different, perhaps, and like as he's like talking, he's shrugging off his mantle and he's working at the button of his like collar, and he's like, so essentially, and he kind of like pulls open his shirt a little bit and you kind of see some like exposed ribbing. You see like
Oh.
you could basically stick your hand in there. He says,
Ew.
Oh,
and there's a couple other places that he motions to the side of it, and there's like a very covert, like there's a very different way that his scars are, where it looks like there's little pinholes. um I am not a single man. I am not a satyr. I am not two men. I am not a man and a goat satyr. I am many people um, brought together at once in a very fun little side project that a lich thought would be fun to explore. So the way he devised this whole thing was that I would come alive and be maintained by electricity. So this is why when you tried to heal me, it didn't work. Um, and he stands for a second, then he like quickly buttons his shirt back up. Um, so it's a little different. I'm handling it. I don't have any desire to eat anyone. I don't, nothing like that. But if you have questions or concerns, again, I will answer everything that I can. But I thought it'd be best if I came clean now instead of when we're in the hells, and if you left me behind, I'm stuck in hell alone.
I mean, I wouldn't leave you behind. That'd be a fate worse than death. But I guess death can't keep you down, so
Oh no!
I'll do what I
No.
can to help you.
Appreciated. I yeah, I know if I truly die, not good things do happen, but I trust you all, and I think we'll be able to work very well together.
I think Wes is just sitting there, kind of just staring, like mouth agape, because it's like terrifying but cool to him.
Wesley
He's like,
Flies will get in there. He reaches over and like taps his chin.
Wes like slams his own mouth shut with his hand on his chin. He's like, excuse me, I wasn't expecting that, but oh.
That's the, he kind of like shakes his fingers like that's what I was expecting. Laughter, you're very comfortable with this information.
I mean, it's different for sure, but you know, I'm used to the judgment and stuff. I won't hand out judgment.
Do you have concerns, Wesley?
No, I'm not judging. I just wasn't expecting that. If I may say, you are very well made, I suppose. Is that offensive to say?
His fingers, his eyebrows, and he's like, "Thank you, Wesley."
I don't know what's offensive now.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Like he motions like I made this face myself. So the rest of it's byproduct of a madman.
Okay.
Appreciated. I guess now that my biggest concern, however, is Brom. Then
yes, how does this work?
I think it's more than clear now, Brom, why what you did was that was something that I don't find very comfortable, and I want to know your thought process behind that, or Lathander's or anyone's thought process of just raising the dead so easily.
From who has taken all of this extremely well.
I know, I love that for him, honestly.
Like legitimately, like you're just like stripping down, showing off like your exposed like ribs and stuff, and he's just like eating casually.
Me too, buddy.
Like he notices laughter likes a particular part of their plate, and he like gives them a little bit of it.
Well, thank you.
And like he just kind of like looks up. I apologize if my actions have hurt your feelings or made you uneasy. That was not my intentions, but I do not apologize for giving those people a chance at rebirth.
Now, I think what's interesting to me now, normally you're a very sweet man, Brum. I know that you're not one to just go and take advantage of others. What's interesting is you say you gave them a chance to live. You never asked them to come back. Nobody really. It's not often that people ask the dead if they want to stay dead. Because when they came up, they surely wanted just to follow you. And I'm a little unsure as to how all that works. If Lathander is suddenly taking an interest in necromancy, and will be asking you to do that more often.
He kind of like cocks his head and he thinks for a second. I haven't heard or felt Lythander for a while. He only gives me instruction when it's important. I did not know what exactly doing that would do, but I knew that it was something that I needed to do. And in the end, while I did raise them, and I'm sorry that that upset you, I was able to bury them properly. And now they are in Lythander's hands, the god of rebirth. So, by taking them out of Merkel's hands and giving them to Lythander, they have a chance of living once more instead of being used like that.
Hmm. And Cole kind of like his lips are pursed together, and while he looks kind of irritated, it's not like the anger that was in the fucking sewers. Um, like the gears are turning. Um, fair point, I suppose. Um, but I would like. Oh my god, excuse me. Oh, go away, go away. I would like. Is there a way that you perhaps might reach out to your god and ask him his interest in that? I understand his position. However, anyone with a lot of power can take on different interests over time, and it makes me very uncertain. So at least something I need to think about.
I assume in past lives, from the stories in which I've heard, Lythander did not like the undead. Despised it, really.
Oh, I know.
Um, so why now does he choose to have me save those? I do not know. It's the same thing that I don't know why I was not reborn as a paladin like I was in my last life.
All right. Um.
But to be fair, I honestly think it's because of you.
Kind of like he tilts his head like a little incredulously, like ah, but he's still listening.
All I know when I woke up from this place, from the coffin that I was in, was that I needed to find this group, that they were the best chance at defeating the evil in which would come. That's all I knew. Lythander already knew that you would be here.
Interesting. Well, that's given me something to think about at least. I wish I was in the right mindset to have a more constructive conversation when it first happened. He's still kind of lost in thought a little bit with this. Um and he hesitates and he says, I think I need assurance on one thing, Brom, or at least knowing where your head is. Um you you were able to do that very easily, and I know through your god many things are possible. Um, I'm sure if he wants something done, it can be done. With as easily as you were able to bring the dead back, you're not going to perhaps You don't think that how do I, and he kind of drums his fingers a little bit. That won't be happening to me, would it? I'll still have my agency? Do you think?
He kind of looks puzzled for a second.
Yeah.
And
No,
he kind of cocks his head.
Cole too. He's like, I'm concerned about something, and I can't voice it very well, but I'm concerned.
That was also on my mind.
I did not do a spell to raise the dead. I do not know how to raise the dead. I did not know what exactly lighting a candle and saying 4 words would do. You will continue to have agency over yourself. I am not one to take away free will, nor is Lythander.
The question mark at the end of your sentence there doesn't sound very convincing, but I understand.
I'm more confused about. And he kind of like pauses and he kind of like cocks his head to the other side. I understand that you hate me for my actions, but I want nothing but the best for you all. I'm here to protect you all. I'm here to help you all. Any way that I can do so, I will. Taking away your freedom or taking away your own personal desires and such does not benefit me nor Lythander. You are who you are.
Head a little bit. Well, I have enough. Oh my god, good stretching! Thank you for that. And I'll put my mouse on. I have a lot to think about then, but I appreciate you letting me know. That's been the whole reason for why I felt so sick when I saw it. I don't hate you. I was upset and confused because I liked you, but I will give this some thought. Well, everyone else sleeps then.
He kind of like looks down at his hands.
So much power.
And
His hands.
he kind of like looks up to Cole and he looks to the rest of the group and he goes, I was a paladin in my last life, a fighter before that, a cleric
Nice.
before then. I get reborn as something to help the people around me. This time, I don't know what I am. But this time, I have this. And he kind of like opens his palms and like there's lightning, like dancing. Like he moves his hands just a little bit, and there's like lightning on his hands. I didn't have this when I was a cleric before. I was told that I was more attuned to light itself than lightning. Whatever you have concerns of me taking your agency away, or Lythander punishing you, or doing something horrible, please do keep that in mind.
I then he he's quieter again, and he just kind of he nods And it's kind of subtle, but you can see that like the tension that he was really really holding on to. It's not that it's all gone, but he's not wound up in the same way. Um, and he gives a bit of a sigh, and he's like, "Whew, all right. Appreciate it then. It was weighing on me, and I would not be able to continue if it wasn't discussed. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you."
He kind of
Uh,
cocks his head again. I
Yeah.
appreciate you voicing your concerns and allowing me time to speak.
Like I said, I liked you. I like present tense as well, and that's why it was very confusing. But apologies everyone. I don't mean to put a damper on a meal. Everyone did a good job today. But thank you for that, Brom, and everyone as well for your acceptance and patience for some very different news than you might have been expecting. And he has like he did get himself a plate of food, but now that he doesn't have to bother with that anymore, he just slides it over to Wes. He's like, "There you go, eat up."
You put your shirt back on, right?
Yes, it's he put it back on when he was like, "I'm feeling a little
Okay.
awkward." So he's
I
like,
thought
"Hurry,
you
put it
said
back on."
that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think Wes will like just
He's gonna
kind
put
of
his hand in there.
slowly take the food. Yeah, he's like he's taking the food and he's like taking a bite while like looking at the spot on your torso where like very clearly the open ribs, and he's thinking like, does the food just fall out? But he doesn't like say anything because he doesn't want to offend. So he's
Do
just
I
like
notice
really
that
thinking
you?
about like
Is it really
yes,
obvious that
I'm
he's
very clearly
Wesley, if you
and
have
like
any other
thinking
questions,
very
perhaps we
hard.
can. If we have any other questions, perhaps we can do it behind closed doors instead of in front of everyone's, turkey and squash.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
God.
Keeps eating and it's just like very awkward because it's like cool, but also he's squeamish. So...
Love that for him. Cole's only gonna make it worse. I'm very happy.
But he's glad that the tension is kind of like gone now. Because
Yeah.
what a pair to happen to just come together in a group of 4.
I'm so afraid of death. And Cole's like
Yeah.
leaning over him. It's like, I have a really cool surprise for you later.
It's like I could die and be risen by Brom.
For real.
Brom, but Brom didn't actually cast a spell. He's
No,
got
I know, but
That's
it's
the
like,
thing is
it's
Brom
all
didn't
quote
do
unquote
anything
Lathander.
besides
He didn't
listen.
do anything. Like,
It's-
that's the thing that
Yeah.
like he's so confused about because he to himself did not cast a spell.
Oh,
He got
sure.
a warm fuzzy feeling from his
He was
god,
just like,
and
"Hey,
his god
candles."
said, "Get
In a
those
s-
people. Like, do
In
the
a sweet
thing."
Care Bear voice. Bring him back up. And it's like, I will, Lathander.
That's
no,
what I think.
Mhm.
I was just gonna say, I think Wesley knows that it's not Brom, but it's like, is it Lathander? Or should I be worried about Lathander? Or is it actually Lathander? I don't know, but I don't want to question someone else's religion because that's taboo.
You can question
Then-
him.
And Cole, like, again, like, if you break it all down, he is like, okay, he didn't cast a spell, but any bitch that raises the dead, he's like, oh, on sight. So he took a lot of restraint and not just jumping to every
Yeah.
conclusion to hit. So
Well,
it's a good
I mean,
time.
we're just at the mercy of the gods then. I mean,
Oh,
what's to say that Lathander doesn't tomorrow say, hey, kill all your friends and bring them back?
Wesley, how about we don't bring that up? For my sake,
I mean,
I don't sleep, but I like to pretend that I can.
I'm just not a fan of the gods, I'm sorry.
No, it's alright. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Brom just looks over to laughter. Do you,
Turkey's
do you
very
think
good.
Lythander is going to do that to you as well?
I mean, if Lythander was going to do that, he would have had my brother do that quite a while ago, so I'm gonna say no. We're probably good.
He kind of smiles.
Little bit of laughter lore drop.
I love that. A laughter lore drop is a giggle. A little
Hee hee.
giggle.
A little giggle.
A little giggle.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
I will say at this moment, you do hear the door. You hear a knock on the door, actually. And I think you hear a familiar voice behind the knock as Rhea Mantlemorn will finally return to you all.
Oh, sweet mother hen.
Mother hen.
And I'll bring
Hi,
her
Mom.
in here so you can talk to her before you all pass out and go on
Yeah.
to the next few steps. So Ray Mantlemorn will enter in, hair looking quite a mess. They do not look like they've slept a lot. And they'll come forward and, okay. So it seems that there is a lot of things happening. Lots of things happening. I'm not good. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not good.
Ooh.
I've had better days. Are you guys okay?
It's been well, we're better. I think we're better, but I'm very sorry that you're really not doing well.
I just really thought I would be able to find Duke Holder Ravengard, and not a thing.
Hmm.
Perhaps
We'll
he
have
didn't go
some
to-
turkey. Sorry.
Yeah, well, perhaps he didn't go to Baldur's Gate.
It's just, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just things just aren't working out quite the way they need to, and I need him to be a little bit better. Especially since the entire city has been dragged down into the hills. Just, maybe a little bit easier path laid out in front of me. What did you guys find out? I'm sorry, I just keep rambling.
Oh, sweetheart, the good thing is we found out a lot. We didn't go down there for nothing. Is the door closed behind her?
Yes, doors closed.
Okay, cool. Is it all right to like just say like, and we told her everything? Kind
Yeah,
of vibe?
that's a perfect
Mhm.
way
Love
to
that.
just, yeah.
And we
Yeah.
told her everything.
Oh my goodness.
Which
And that's how I met your mother.
yeah, yeah, like including kind of like I think for her the shield, the person that we met, like with her, I think it's okay to share all that stuff with.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, couple
Unless
of
anyone
things.
objects.
Yeah. Does anyone
Uh-oh.
object about that?
I mean, I feel like I trust her at this point.
Yeah, she's the one that like was with us since the beginning, so
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what she'll do is she'll come forward and, just kind of kind of hunch over, I guess, and
Oh
put
no.
her head in her hands and just be like thinking out loud and just, kind of rubbing the temples a little bit and just trying to like think it through. And she's just like, well, how can this all be? We, if everything you say is true, and you've gone through and you've found all this evidence, then we need to go find this Thavius Krieg, right? We need to understand what's happening.
That's what I think. Yes.
You
I feel like it's
know-
weird.
You know that name too, right?
Yes, it's very well known throughout Elturel. I mean, the fact
Yeah.
that it would be on a ledger 200 years later doesn't make any sense, but that's not a coincidence we can look up or we can't pass up. There's something that needs to be found about this. And the shield, who has the shield?
I guess the shield. None of us want to touch it.
Brahm has the shield.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see it? I am a Hell Rider after all. I might be able to decipher any sort of information from such a
Cole
thing.
shrugs off his mantle so that you can put it on there. I recommend you don't touch it, perhaps.
No, I
Yeah, maybe
don't
we
need
keep
to
it
touch it as
wrapped.
much as see it.
Maybe we keep the mouth covered on it so it can't talk. Unless it's a telepathic talking. I don't know. Was
It's
the mouth
telepathic.
moving?
It's a telepathic shield.
Damn it, we can't.
Legitimately,
gag it.
Braum pulls it out and, like, in his mind goes, "Hey, asshole."
Hey, baby. Hi. Hi, Angel.
So,
Hello?
this is the fun part.
Uh-oh. No.
I
This is the what?
rolled a couple of times.
Oh god.
Tanner.
I know this is going to drive you crazy.
You're
Instead
going
of
to
your
jail.
instead of that bag, you find something very interesting tucked in its place.
No. Someone filch it.
Oh my god.
This is the opposite.
You
We
find-
wanted-
We're gonna beat up an orphan.
You find a what do you call it? A piece of folded up beautiful parchment. Almost like it's, I want to say, not in an envelope, but it's folded up like the three, you know how you take the one edge and then you fold it over the other edge, so it has three quarters or three sections in there, and
the
it's
notes
got
you pass in school.
exactly perfectly
Like the little
described,
football.
plus some wax sealed, holding the edges so it doesn't pop open on you.
This was planned.
So they took my bag?
They took the entire bag of holding.
like a
Motherfucker, I
note.
just bought that.
That's
How in the
It's not
hells did they
cheap.
get past us?
How the hell did they steal it off of Brahms?
We were all preoccupied.
And where?
suppose.
I will say above table, I don't know your passive perception off the top of my head, but their sleight of hand was a 26.
Yeah, there's no way any of us are.
Yeah,
So
11.
that's why I was like,
Well,
okay,
mine's
I'm not going to bring
13.
any attention to that. So, yes, it
It's
was, so yes, they took the whole bag. Do you
Oh,
open up
goddamn
the
it.
letter or do you wait? I will say, you do recognize one of the, well, no, I'll leave that. You're yeah.
I wanted to very quick.
Okay.
This is like stupid. I want to investigate to at least see if it's suspicious. Like if there's like what a fucking joke boxing glove that comes out and hits you. You know, like something. Like I want to know if it's like
If it's a
rigged
trap.
or something. Is there anthrax on this thing? You know,
Anthrax,
like,
yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Is
yeah,
it
it's
an
like,
anthrax
is there
bomb?
anything odd about it besides it being a paper and a wax seal?
Anything odd besides it being paper and a wax seal?
Physically, at
Nothing
least.
Like, do we
written
feel like
on
it's gonna
it?
kill us?
No magic, nothing giving off an aura, nothing like that.
Okay,
It
cool.
would
Okay.
still have to be quick enough that somebody could put into a pocket or a backpack without drawing attention, without crinkling or setting off the paper. So yeah, nothing too crazy looking.
Okay. Who
I would
has
love
the most
to
health?
analyze the seal to see if I recognize it.
Oh. With your peepers.
Yes. Roll me a history check and remind me, where is home for you, Wesley?
I feel like
Was it Baldur's Gate?
it would be Baldur's Gate because he's from like a wealthy family, but like disowned himself from them.
Okay.
I guess.
Son, please
So-
come home to Thanksgiving. No.
So
And
as
they're like, I don't know why you don't love us.
as you roll history, roll it at advantage if you're from Baldur's Gate.
Okay. What was the? Is it holding control to do it at?
It's shift.
I don't remember how. Shift. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold up. Weird things are happening. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hey.
Jeez. Of course.
Number.
I paid attention in homeschooling.
You did.
You recognize the seal as something very, very, very old, but in the right circles, kind of like the right underground circles, it's well known as a Vanthamper seal.
Those motherfuckers.
Do you open
I
it
suppose
up?
we should have expected that. I tell them what. Oh, this is the fucking Vanthampers. I'd like to open it up right away to see what's in it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Fucking drum.
Unless anyone stops him. Wesley will open it up, right? And flips the paper open, and it goes into its face up position. And on there, you see some very neat handwriting, uh, but it looks familiar to any of those who have been paying attention to any of the journals and the late artifacts of any of the handwritten notes and stuff like that that have been found in the dungeon, as well as a couple of the, I think it was the dungeon actually, that had some papers that you all found. But it's a familiar handwriting of Thavius Krieg. And inside, he writes a simple letter. Keep your grubby hands off things that don't belong to you.
Because we are in a sewer.
And you know what? I think Thavius Krieg would even be cocky enough to sign his name.
Oh my god.
Well, I think the only solution is to correct any grammar or spelling mistakes on this in red pen, sneak back, steal the shield back, and put this back in its place with a "fuck you" written on it. Well,
Yeah,
we
so
were going to go to sleep, but
Rhea will look at this and try to make a little more sense of it as she says, kind of thinking out loud more with her hands in her head again, as she's just like, okay, so we definitely know that he's in the city. We definitely know he's responsible for a lot. Such as we can say that Thavius Krieg's name keeps popping up anytime there has to be anything with Elturel or any of the hells, I guess. What I mean, what Thavius Krieg used to be an old mayor, city official, like 200 years ago.
Yeah, you
That
should be dead.
should be dead. I don't understand what's happening. Should we go to the Vanthamper Villa, try to sneak in, and just gather it up? I mean, we know he's there. We know your shield's there. We know all this is pointing. The do we get the flaming fist involved? Do you want that kind of attention? I mean, I feel like as Rhea kind of stands up and puts her hand on her sword, we know the right course of action as Hell Riders, and that's just to take Thavius Krieg's head.
after getting as much information out of him as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to do that right now, but we
We are very tired.
we kind of had a bit of a time underneath that bathhouse.
You-
I'm
No,
still not at
yes.
100%.
I think as a rest and maybe an ability to plan a better approach.
Tamina, this is a very, let's see here. This is a very stupid question.
Uh-huh.
Oh dear God of the D&D. If I offered to go and scout ahead, I don't get a long rest. That's pretty obvious, right?
Yes, you would definitely
thought
want to
so.
take the long rest.
I agree. I just had to hear that before I was like, I'll go.
Because I was just going to say a point of exhaustion sucks, and that can quickly escalate into 2 points of
Yeah.
exhaustion.
because like in the RP sense, he doesn't have to fucking sleep per se, but mechanic wise, I'm like, I will follow that 100% then.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, we
cool
still
beans.
need to observe long rests and stuff like that.
I will
Yeah.
observe it and look at it with both my eyes, dude. I promise.
No, you're fine.
No worries.
But so
Just want to
Rhea,
double check.
but Rhea will be like, okay, perfect. This seems a bit of an odd stretch. Is anything, Brahm, that you can think of? Laughter? Yeah, I know I guess, Laughter, I know you're from Elturel. Anything you can think of?
I mean, the flaming fist we were just talking with downstairs, he said that he was in town. He went to one of the banks here. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not really good at planning stuff.
Brahm, am I overthinking? You seem to have a level head on your shoulders.
So essentially, just above table, she wants to rest and then go try to kill Thaddeus Krieg.
Yeah.
Man's been alive for 200 years, stole our shit without anybody fucking noticing.
Back.
Mhm.
Probably a lich.
Wakey, I'm gonna stomp on him with my hooves.
Yes.
If I, because like Brahms second guessing himself on this one.
Ooh, interesting.
Is there like he like this is gonna sound weird? Is he alone in this thought? Like, there's no like warm fuzzy feelings pointing him like either way.
Yeah, that's a good question. I wouldn't say there would be a warm fuzzy feeling that would be pointing you in either way, except that you would. I'll just give you this over without an insight roll. You probably get the idea that Rhea's pretty annoyed and angry and is like just looking for a quick answer, maybe a quick fix.
A quick fix. Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I was thinking as well. Because I don't like he doesn't feel like the party is well equipped to handle that currently.
Mm-mm.
Right, right. Yeah, fair
That's why I
enough.
was like,
Fair
that's why I was
enough.
gonna be like, do you want me to scout ahead because that's a pretty big thing. But
Yeah, I was going to suggest blackmail or something.
With the fact that he stole the bag off of me and replaced it with a bag and a note. Well, none of us noticed. I do not believe we are well equipped to handle him currently. I know that you do not want to hear that, and I'm so sorry. But we might need to regroup. We might need to find somebody else, perhaps if there's more Hell Riders who've surfaced, or if anybody's come into town within the last day or so.
You
For
can.
that,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, essentially for that, as much as I would like to get back the shield for everyone's safety, it is not something I think that we can go up against currently and in our current states. If the man's been alive for 200 years, he's got some tricks up his sleeve, and for that, we also need to hone our own skills before we go.
Okay. The face of Rhea is a bit soured. You can definitely take it, get the fact that they're taking the news, but it's very heavy and it's not something they're sitting with well. Probably, knee shaking or bouncing up and down as they're sitting there. Maybe a little bit anxiously twitching in other ways as they're thinking and going through, but they nod their head. They're like, "You're right. If they took it from you, we need to do more sort of understanding of what we're up against before we just try to walk in." The quick fit.
Perhaps we can do research. If there's any known articles about Thavius Krieg and his abilities, or what he's done, or rumors of such, so we get to know what we're walking into.
Yes. In fact, that's gives me a chance to even check maybe some of the people that have come through the Basilisk Gate. We might be able to find a few more that might be Hell Riders.
Hmm.
But I can find information. That's the best I can give you, but I mean, I'm really not okay with not doing something. But I get it. I get it. I get what you're
Preparation
saying.
is at least something.
It's something.
It's
You're right.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Hey,
just need to
unit,
be
weird
patient.
question.
Yeah.
When Lythander told me to find the group, did he tell me the number of people?
No.
No. Okay.
Friend.
Yeah, because I was like, yeah, are, do we need more friends?
I would say you would know that it's not complete, that there's still more to be developed, but I wouldn't
Mhm.
say an exact number.
Okay. Um, I think you will tell everybody that, including Rhea. Just be like, and also we are not complete as we are.
Oh.
I have a feeling either one of the refugees or somebody somewhere is going to find us soon.
Okay. Okay. It just. All right. Patience. That's what he taught us. Duke Older Ravengard said not to jump into anything, be smart, and not to be emotional in a fight. And here I am trying to be, well, emotional. Okay, you're right. We'll be smart. You rest. I'm going to go, I don't know, find a guard tower to just sit down and probably fall asleep at and listen. No, actually, Rhea wasn't there with you, so she doesn't need to rest. Rhea's gonna do a bunch of different
She can bring us, oh my god, study material. When we
yeah,
wake
she
up, she
can
has
go through.
homework.
She can go through and find a handful of things actually. That'll be helpful for the group as she stands and says, "All right, well, my mission's clear. I think I know what I need to do." Um, I hope you all get some good rest. If there's anything, we'll meet back here. What do you all say? How long would you need? I mean, not to rest, but to gather up any more information on top of the rest.
Oh God.
Well, we don't really know where to search, do we?
Yeah. I mean, my first thought was to go to the bank, see if there's any way that we can get into that deposit or whatever rich people have back there.
I wanted to see the estate as well, just to know.
Scope it
Vanthamper
out.
Estate?
Question, Rhea. Are perhaps important city blueprints, are they available to the public?
Wait, we found a map of an estate, didn't we?
Did we?
We
Yes,
found
you
a
did.
map
It's in
of
my
the
notes.
Vanthamper estate.
Yes, you
Yes.
did. Yes,
We
you
did.
I
did.
want to.
That's in my
I want to
notes.
fucking look at that shit when I wake
I'm
up.
holding you to what you give us.
Yes, yes, you do have a map of the Vanthamper Estates,
Perfect.
and yeah, you do know that it's in
Um,
the what do you call it? Upper district, not the lower district.
The upper city,
Yeah, upper city. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I think.
Perhaps the sewer system blueprints,
Ooh.
if they're available, in case we need a second entrance.
That's good.
Yeah, sending her out for sewer
City
systems
locating.
of the upper estate and just any sort of information that she can find on Thavius Creek.
Yeah,
Okay.
like if there's warrants for anyone involved or anything like that, anything we can trap people to get a warrant to serve them and
think
Try to
it
get
is
as many people on our side to go in.
Also, taking a look at the arson that happened.
Oh yes.
Because that
Oh, that
had
might
to
be
have
our-
been covered up.
That might be our way in.
The arson and the I think it was like murders, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it was arson and murders that I don't remember exactly what, but it was like it seemed like it was a thing that the Vanthamper heads were not happy about. Like it was a rogue thing done, or am I misremembering that?
Look at it as like the son was a stupid kid.
He
did
was just
some
having
shit,
fun.
And they,
Yeah.
yeah, but what
Quote
was I gonna
unquote
say?
having fun.
They raised a serial killer and covered it up.
Yeah.
What family doesn't do that? You know, it's
You know,
fine.
your family raises the dead.
You don't you dare call him my father. I will hurt you
Oh,
for
would you
real.
prefer daddy?
I will. That's disgusting. I will hurt you for real while you sleep, girl. Disgusting.
Ray will be like, okay, so I'll gather up the sewer information, maps and blueprints, as well as any information about the Ivy's Creek. We'll go through that way. You all rest. Do you want her to check out the Vanthamper Villa at all? Just like walk the perimeter at all? Or do you want her to
I don't
stay
want her anywhere near
it?
that.
Okay, that's
yeah,
what I
I
figured.
don't want
if she
her
were to do that,
anywhere
be
near that.
careful. Just
I-
act normal if you're gonna
We
do
have-
that.
So
We have the blueprints. We're getting the sewer blueprints. I don't want her to.
So just basically avoid it at all costs at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe don't go to the Flaming Fist as well, because they seem to be in the pocket of the Vanthampers.
Yeah.
At the
We
very
don't know.
Most of them do, yeah.
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 They work for whoever pays them.
Yeah, we got a pretty good warning.
I would let her know about the one chick that we talked to that was part of the fist.
Zaj?
Yeah. I would let
Okay.
her know that she's okay to ask questions to.
Okay.
And like ask for answers from about like anything. And if she can talk to, because she's got like 8 hours while we sleep.
Right,
I'm a
right.
little nervous about that though, only because does she have anyone to answer to? Is there someone above her? Or is she
Captain
like the
Zaj?
guy? Yes.
There would be, of course, somebody above them, but it would be incredibly high ranking and not somebody concerned about menial day to day, you can assume. Because the captain is a pretty high rank.
It is. It's just like sometimes like there's someone higher where if they're in the pocket of the Vanthampers, they could perhaps order her to do certain things.
Oh, for sure. That could definitely be a possibility.
That's my concern about sharing.
I'm not sure I
details
trust
with
her.
But I'm just saying, yeah, if they do have somebody that is above them, it's probably not the day-to-day stuff. It's the big picture things that they're dealing with. But yeah, exactly.
Maybe speaking to the guards around the Vanthamper estate, like if there are certain guards that are strictly to the Vanthamper estate.
Ooh, okay,
I love
okay.
that. I'm nervous about that because it's essentially going to the estate, and that's
guard shifts.
Figuring
Yeah,
out
like
guard
maybe to
shifts.
come back to the barracks. Yeah.
I thought you meant like, yeah, if she could just go speak to them, and I was like, wait.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
think
so
they're
like
near the Vanthamper estate, but like if there are guard shifts, because like I imagine the Vanthamper estate has a pretty regular patrol.
Oh, for sure.
And like if she sorry.
No, you're fine.
If she can like talk with them and just or like figure out guard schedules. Or like just do some like light digging around there.
Okay. Yeah, that exactly. There's so many guards that patrol the upper city that that would be an easy request. Something that they can quickly find a handful of people to bribe, I'm sure. That being said, unless there's anything else, Rhea will make sure she takes a note of all the information, and she'll set off in the to get done with a busy day. The next 8 hours are quite busy for her while you all rest.
Although Cole does sign, it's like, before we sleep, Wesley, did you want to look again? He's like, he remembers.
Maybe. If that's okay with you.
Alright, it's fine. It's
I've
fine.
just
As long
never
as we get enough
seen
sleep.
something like that.
It's understandable. We're all gonna go to fucking bed except for this weirdo who's gonna stick his whole ass hand in someone's chest
Yeah,
cavity.
can I touch your bone?
Gotta raise it. Be weird.
But yeah, so I will say, as you all go to separate rooms, right? No one's they're not doubling up. Everyone has their own room, right?
Are there enough rooms here?
Yes, there would
Are
be
there like
enough
other
rooms.
floors? Okay.
Oh, that's.
I was like, I
okay.
see 1, 2, 3 separate, and then there's like 2 double bedrooms.
I'll take this small room because I'm not gonna be.
Yeah,
sleeping,
actually,
so everyone else is the better bed.
this is surprisingly not accurate. There's another couple floors on the Elf Song Tavern that would have single rooms that I assumed everyone paid for, but that's the only reason.
Yeah.
If there's anyone bunking up, that's totally fine. I was just for narrative reasons needing to know.
I almost feel like maybe we shouldn't sleep completely alone. Like, not in the same bed or anything, but like, at least be right next to each other or right across from each other in the hall, if not 2 beds in the same room.
So, buddy,
Because
perhaps.
we don't know who we can trust. These people out here are very strange and sketchy, and I think they're racially profiling us. I'm not sure.
Here's the thing is I don't know who they're racially profiling in this.
It's probably all of us.
All of you.
I mean, probably not me, but you know,
it's probably me.
Poor laughter.
Laughter.
Poor laughter.
Maybe. At the very least, I think buddy system's fine.
Okay.
Yes.
Any preferences, anyone?
Brom will take a room with whoever will put up with him.
All right, we're drawing straws, everybody.
I'll sleep in the room with you. How about we'll keep this simple.
Yeah. It's not against
Sounds
anybody
good.
here. I just don't know tactically if that's what we're thinking. What's gonna happen?
I mean, tactically, then maybe Cole and Brom should stay together just in case something happens.
True. That is true. If you don't mind, Brom?
Brom literally doesn't mind at all.
I know.
Brom's like, I will sleep on the
one
floor.
who has the problem.
I know, but he's being polite. He yelled at you. God damn.
Brom's literally sitting there like a little toddler twiddling his thumb.
He kind of like, he just goes over, it's like, all right. He just like, he takes him up by the bicep and kind of like, up, come on. We're going to bed.
Puppies.
Okay. Like legitimately, he just stands and he goes, have a good morning, everyone.
Have a good sleep.
Have a good morning, everyone.
Wonderful. Okay, this is a perfect time we're gonna take a 5-minute break. Let everyone use the restroom, gather up drinks, snacks, anything like that, because I gotta go to the bathroom really bad.
Goofies girl.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna throw us on the BRB screen, throw on some music, and I'll be right back, y'all.
Okay, bye.
There we go. My microphone's back. You should all be good. And let me quiet Spotify.
Spoofy.
There we go. And all right. So everyone is in their rooms, passed out, right? Sleeping, getting a restful, we'll just say a restful night's morning's rest, a good 8 hours in, so no one takes the exhaustion. Does anyone do anything unique or special during that time? I just want to make sure no one's like doing any point of character development.
Yeah.
I think the only thing Wes would do would be like grooming himself before and after sleep.
Oh
Okay.
God, if he's woken up if he's hurriedly woken up in the middle of the night, is he the person who has like the eye mask and everything?
Yes, he's got cucumbers on his eyes. He's got his fluffy robe like dramatically throwing over himself. Like, oh.
Breacher.
Love it.
Curlers in his hair.
But no, like after like him and Braun like chill and talk whatever happens, like Cole doesn't sleep, but he lets himself relax. He's at least selfless in the sense that if there's a much more comfortable bed and the party needs it, which they kind of do, he's not going to take it. He's like, yeah, you go over there. I'll chill on here.
Oh.
Awesome.
But if we're all just...
Okay, pause. Brom isn't going to let you not sleep in the bed.
Oh, what? Oh, are we...
After you.
Oh,
no, after
no,
you.
is this one a shared bed? Are we taking that this is the shared bed?
I don't know. I just went
No.
to. You said that we were going to be.
I assume there's separate
roommates.
beds in both.
No, I grabbed
Yeah.
this one, but listen, if it's the shared bed, you're gonna take up so much space that I'm also small, so I will absolutely sleep in the same bed. It's okay. I was thinking, my my brain was like, if there was 2 beds and one looks better, he will not take. At least like if everyone's needing huge fucking rest, he doesn't take the better one. But if we're sharing this bed, fuck yeah, I'm sleeping in the bed. I'm not a real goat. I'm not sleeping on the floor.
I was assuming the beds would be separate, but yeah, I just realized where you guys went. If you want the same bed, that's fine.
Yeah, this one doesn't have a
Come on,
second
dude.
bed.
We're in the bridal suite. It's weird.
Here, we can go over here.
I was assuming we'll just like treat it as if there is a second bed
Right.
in each room.
Right, there
Because
you
we
go.
can't see the theoretical 3rd or 4th floors.
Right.
But Ayo, you guys get a tub in there. That's nice.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm using that.
To sleep in?
I didn't use the bath before. I'll just take a quick bath and then I'll go to sleep after putting
It's full of
my
bubbles.
face mask on.
Lavender oils.
Does Laughter have any nighttime, or I guess before bed routine? Because if they don't, then Wes is gonna be like trying to share some things with Laughter.
Laughter is definitely a more simple person. They simply strip out of their armor, get into their just plain street clothes, and flop into the bed. Like they worked at a smithy. Like life is simple for them.
I love you for this. Colt's actually
It's
really happy
admirable.
because now that everyone knows what he looks like, he's like, oh, I don't have to go cower around and like change all the time. He just gets out of his clothes and it is bedtime now. Goodbye.
Oh, that's why you picked the masseuse. I get it.
That's why I didn't take off any clothes when we got in there.
I get it.
Mm-hmm. Now we're chilling. But I think that's it. It's sweepy time.
Perfect.
Yeah, we need our rest.
All right, so everyone gets a lovely 8 hours rest. Nothing too crazy
that were
goes
me.
on. Yeah, hold on. Actually, I
lay there
take that
awake.
back. I just read
No!
something. I need
No!
to. I don't think this will change this won't change the 8 hours of rest. Don't worry. This won't
Okay.
change. It's just
The
something
people
I need
outside,
to
isn't
do.
it?
Oh. Okay.
Never mind. You
Interesting.
don't get
That's
rest.
very
Uh-oh.
interesting for a
Uh-oh.
pointless reason. All right. So, as you get the simple 8 hours in, you rest, you get up. It is now about, I don't know, I would say close to,
Be like 3 p.m.
yeah, 3, 4
4?
p.m. Getting a little bit later. Where do you all meet up and where do you all go from here?
I like this room. It's nice. It's got a big table that we can use for all the text, unless we want to go into the secret room that that's downstairs.
I like this one.
Oh, the magically quiet one.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if that would still be there, if that was something that was placed on room just for the time we were in it.
Yeah, no, the room would definitely be magically quiet still.
Okay. Maybe we go down there. These people are weirding me out. They're also racist. I don't know. That's in my head. That's in my head. They are racist. It is confirmed. 100%.
Given the sensitive material that we're dealing with, I recommend that we perhaps go downstairs.
Or
I'm game.
I like this table a lot. It's very nice. Chum.
Okay.
I get
Down
on
the
the couch
stairs.
and I prop my feet up on the table. Give
Yeah.
me the books.
Do I notice the people looking at us again as we
Yeah,
as we
it's-
pass
it's
them?
the
Are they still
exact same
here after
thing.
8 hours?
There would be a lot of the same faces, yeah.
God.
Same type of people. All of them gambling, playing this dice game, and it's all the same. You know, the second that you walk over, they all kind of like grab their dice and their money, and they just kind of stare at you.
I feel like there's
Sure.
some like magical
seen her
compulsion on them
before.
or something. Like causing them to miserably gamble and be super scared of people stealing their money. Or they're just
Baldur's
racist, I don't know.
Gate. What a good time here. Where's Sweet
Bald and
Rhea?
gay.
Okay. Let me...
Does she have anything?
Yes. So Rhea will come forward, and she's just like, "Boom, got a lot for y'all. You just want it all real quick as a this is what I found, or do you want to walk and talk and make our way towards I don't know, like I guess I'll just before we make our way anywhere, we should probably talk about what
Yeah.
I found.
I'd like to make
So a
map.
couple of things. Thavius Krieg, 200 years old, should be dead, right? Should be dead because the last time they were reported as a city official, a interesting thing happened. There was a takeover of shady types 200 years ago, and Elturel would have all but probably been wiped off this map, but this Thavius Krieg did something, had something, right? Something changed in this time frame that made them immune to the effects of this time, because you can follow a paper trail of what they've done to keep certain places and certain purchases under wraps, all with the same signature. Not always been in the public eye, though. That's kind of the weird part. The catch is, it was always in Elturel. That was until the fall. They made it here. It's like they knew something was going to happen. And then they came here. But they came here with a paper trail. And then she's going to sit down a piece of paper. You can see here that they paid a handsome fund to the Vanthamper family. I think, besides, I think this confirms that we know exactly where we can find them. That would be in the villa. However, as I was going through, the blueprints don't really show anything that goes to the upper cities that would allow it. They're so outdated. There's nothing current, and nothing that would show anything that would say crazy things happening in the villa. It's all pretty, standard, straightforward, nice mansion. Um, and that is when I started to walk around, seeing if I could think of anything that I could catch my eyes on. Maybe like I don't know, like a window we could sneak through. And I saw that there was a handful of bards that got the attention of one of the sons from the window. He really likes his live music.
Oh, does he?
And that made me think we might have a inn. Might have to play a part and goof a little bit and maybe come up with some music, but if he likes his free music, or if he likes his live music, then that might be a way to get in. We can also try to sneak in. There's about 9 guards that patrol the inside of the wall that I could see. There's probably more. The upper city does have a constant patrol of people that would alert every other guard if we were to be seen trying to sneak up and over the fence. But that doesn't mean that some pythons and grappling hooks wouldn't be a miss. You can move pretty quick, especially with a good distraction. What else am I forgetting? Was there any other directive given to Rhea before I pass it back to you guys that you wanted her to look into? There was the Thavius Craig. Yeah, go ahead.
The sewers. Any map of the sewers that gives us any sort of covert entry
Yeah,
into
nothing
useful
to
places.
the upper city.
Okay.
All of it
Okay, that's what
stops
I was
there, and then it's very outdated.
It's like they have their own sewer system because they're too rich and fancy to mingle their shit with the poor shit. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sitting over there.
Agree.
It's the time of the night to start crying in the corner.
Poor kitty.
I
But
think
yeah,
he wants to play.
I'm trying to think. You got the sewers. You have all
Was there
that good
anything else?
stuff.
I think, like, were there any, I think we also mentioned, like, any sort of crimes or anything that had loose ends that we could tie to either Thavius Krieg or the Vanthampers.
So the
Like the arson
nothing
and
to
murders.
nothing to Thavius Krieg. The Vanthampers do have, the Sons have a long list of a good rap sheet, right, of different things that have happened. But anyone that's tried to place a good blame or punishment has ended up dead.
Okay. That's what I figured would happen.
Many arsons, many murders. Robberies,
Was there any-
probably assaults, things like that. Yeah, basic run-of-the-mill things.
Okay. Then there was nothing like tying them kind of together as a motive. It was just like crime spree stuff.
Nothing that Rhea would have found.
Okay. Well, I think this bard business might be either a good distraction or a way to woo a son to our side for a little while.
Sounds good with me. I mean, if you're willing to do that, it's kind of up your wheelhouse.
I love the drama.
Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. I almost forgot.
Oh.
I'm reading through this just to make sure I didn't forget. And I need to mention that there was it is known around that Thelmara Vanthamper, Duke Thelmara Vanthamper, the mom of the Vanthamper family, is very, very, very into dark things. No one's been able to track down if she's, tied into occultist activities, but there's enough to suggest that there is a lot to um there's a lot of purchases, there's a lot of supports, and there's a lot of backing, I guess, to certain groups and companies that would be of value to say that, yeah, they're probably involved in something.
Okay. Got that noted down.
Okay. So Rhea will just be like, listen, if you want to do the bard thing, I can get you in touch with maybe some more theater types that can dress you up, put some makeup on, put you in a costume, get you all ready to go. If you're looking for the pythons and the grappling hooks, I highly suggest a good distraction, maybe again by a local bard to distract the guards, or maybe hire somebody to make somebody look the other way, maybe bribe the guards before they do. But you would have to move really quick, and you would be risking a lot on a maybe. um I'm trying to think. What was the other one? Oh, and the sewers. You could try the sewers, but you could get lost in the maze of the upper city since it's not accurate. You would just have to navigate it as best as you could.
And it smells like shit. Because it is. I mean, do we think that semi splitting up, like Wesley distracting, or I don't know. I mean, I guess it would just be a distraction for that one guy in the window, right? And then the rest of the team like try to get up over the walls, but then I don't know what Wesley would do other than like try to get invited inside.
Also,
Through a moving performance of Highway to Hell.
I'm being summoned really quick to go do
Yep.
the thing, but whatever idea you guys come up with is good. My brain reset. I feel awful for that, but I trust all of you, so I'll be back in a little bit.
All right.
Okay.
Yes, chicken. I know.
It's a very vocal chicken.
Maybe we dress up the chicken.
Brom, Laughter, any opinions?
Laughter is fine with finding some pythons and hitching up over the side. Maybe we have Wesley come stick with us and we give some gold to some local artists so we can stick together and all get in together.
It's just a high wall, right?
Yeah, I would say the
With
walls
guards.
probably can't be more than 15, 20 feet high. The 20 feet would be the absolute max. But yeah, 15 feet.
Now, unit, I do have a question. Because of Brahms'
Abilities.
It's
race,
8 feet
Right.
he can carry like at least a person, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, he can. Rama can literally just carry everybody over one at a time.
Delightful.
The only issue would be the guards.
Yep.
Which I guess we could pay them off because they're Flaming Fist, aren't they?
Most likely. You can assume
Most
that
likely. Okay.
the majority of guards in the upper city would be hired as Flaming Fist mercenaries because they're easier to control.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I just like the drama of
Of
being a bard, singing, throwing a rock at the window, holding the radio over my head, being like, "I love you, baby."
This will be fun in its own right. Nothing like.
Because why else are the bards performing there if not trying to get in to have a night of passion with this Vanthamper person?
Oh boy.
I guess for the love of performance or whatever.
Um. All right. So it sounds like we're gonna be just waiting till nighttime to kind of make our way towards the villa and then bribe some guards.
Sounds like it. And then if we get caught, what do we do?
Don't get caught.
Okay. I mean, like, what do we do when we're in? Like, should we? I don't know. I don't know.
You do have the map of the villa, so once you get
That's
in, you
true.
have an idea of where you're going. The real question is, maybe, do you want to?
What is our goal when we
Yeah.
get in? To go to where? I guess like anywhere that we think that secrets would be kept or important items, because we definitely want to avoid any Vanthampers themselves or anyone who would go noticing us and telling them that we're there, and also if Thabius Krieg is there. But we want to find the shield, at least to keep it out of their hands, because it seems like something they really need. And
Yeah,
also
maybe
to leave that note in its place.
Can we get a look at that map, Nameless?
You know what? Let me see if I have like a way of giving you a look at the map. I don't have like a handout. Well, I say that. Hold on, give me 1 second. I might actually have a handout. Player handouts.
Handouts? Oh, what are you, a socialist?
There's Elturel, Vanthamper. There's got to be one around here. Nope. Okay. So it doesn't look like there's.
If not,
but what
we
I
can
can
just-
say is there's multiple levels. Of course, you
Mm-hmm.
have the ground floor. You have the second floor, story floor, and then there is. Let me see here. Let me just pull this up. You have the first floor, the second floor. There's a tower that is connected to the house that goes up past the second floor to a makeshift third floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
As well as you do see a nice little X marks the spot kind of a thing that is sitting by what looks to be a barn.
Ooh. How convenient. Like X marks the spot as in like somebody marked treasure on here, or
If that
what does that mean?
wherever you're, it's just that there is an X denoting something of significance on this map where there is not anywhere else.
Okay.
I would say
So that might be
yeah, it could be treasure, it could be a door, it could be a person, it could be any number of things that the person who had the map before you wanted you to know.
God. So you said it was a barn?
Barn is where the X is located, yes.
Okay.
But you do know that
Well-
the first floor is very extensive. The second floor, there is a writing about one of the doors that leads to a bedroom. I guess a little note, we'll just call it. I'll just put this on there. That says Thirstwell's bedroom. Approach cautiously. He is very skittish.
Thirst Wells?
Thirstwell's bedroom.
Like thirst as in thirsty?
Yeah, I can. It's all one word.
Interesting.
Thirstwell.
Okay. Okay. That doesn't sound like. Okay. So it could be one of the Vanthampers.
Oh, I
It's just
guess
a
I spelled
weird
that
name. I don't know.
wrong. Yeah, super weird name for a Vanthamper, but yeah. Uh, um, yeah, but that would be really the interesting thing of this map. Whereas if I, yeah, go ahead.
Does the map look like there is some sort of vault anywhere within the estate?
A vault? Ooh, that's a
Yeah,
great
like where
question.
the
Ooh,
shield
yeah.
might have been stashed.
I feel
Um,
like the barn would be
Nothing
the
that
access
would
there.
be denoted onto it. You see like kitchen, bedrooms, dining rooms, couple more bedrooms, things like that, but nothing that would signify like vault or treasure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that barn might be our destination then.
That could be one of our first stops, yeah.
And we can do the climbing the wall thing. Unless we all want to, act like we're part of a theater troupe and get costumes and plan a play or a musical or something.
Hello? Was I
Hello.
Hello.
Are you back?
We took a look at the map.
Okay, cool.
Well,
Yes, I
not
am back
physically,
now.
but welcome back.
There's an X next to the barn, and it doesn't say what that X might be.
I can go there and blend
Yes.
right in.
So it seems like we were discussing we're probably just going to climb the wall and pay off a guard if that sees us or whatever.
Or
Because
Brom
that
will
seems like
lift us over somehow.
yeah. It seems like the best course of action to get us all over there rather than like splitting up the party and doing other shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good to me. Again, like, because I kind of, my brain reset last time, I'm happy to follow whatever the plan is, genuinely.
We're gonna go check out the X first, and then we're gonna lurk around the mansion, estate, villa, whatever, and see if we can find where the shield went.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so
Yes.
you're gonna start making your way towards the Vanthamper Villa then, in hopes to hop a wall.
Yeah.
Okay, let me zoom out a little bit. You go
If we're
up
able
and
just to hop the
around
wall, that's gonna be
here,
insanely easy.
then you come
Like,
over
damn.
here,
Especially with Brahm.
pass through these gates over here, and
Brahm
then
is
you go
apparently a
to the upper
horrifying
city,
beast.
and then you find yourself right here. So it
So
opens
what?
up. So it's my fast track way of saying through the night you kind of quickly move around some alleyways, moving in and out. The people are obnoxious this time of night. They're drunk. They're bouncing into you. They're bumping into you. They're trying to get you to buy stuff. They're trying to get you to stop and listen to them. But you quickly move through the gates, and once you hit the upper city, all of that stops. It is very different. It is like no one wants to talk to you. It is the opposite, right? Everyone's just like, unless they're a merchant, they want nothing to do with you.
Feels a lot like the inn.
As you get closer to the Vanthamper place, you get to these walls, right? And this Vanthamper Villa is clearly 2 stories tall with a tower that leads up to a third story that kind of overlooks the whole yard and the grounds of the establishment. Um, there's a few like shrubs and flower pots and stuff around. It looks very well maintained. A lot of money to maintain the beauty and integrity of this place. I need a perception check from those looking for guards.
Yeah, I think we'd all be looking.
I'm peeping.
Oh yeah, you're beeping. I'm just looking.
Woo!
Oh, peeping. Everyone's peeping.
I'm a peeping Tom, man.
All right.
I don't think I have a very good perception.
No.
Listen, I roll when I have negative. See, bitch.
I've been rolling so good this whole campaign. I'm so scared that later it's gonna be bad.
You just said it. You won't be now. It'll be
I
very
know it's gonna be awful next.
All right. So as you're going through, you all see that there's a few guards that have made their rounds. None of them. If you wait like 2 minutes, you can wait it out to where you'll have about a 3 minute stretch until you see guards again. But they're I guess I'll put it like this. On the outside, you have that moment to where you can wait. But on the inside, you see a set of guards walking the parameter of the fence on the inside. So you just, depending on where Brahm places you, really depends on the strategic value of, I guess, a stealth check or something that you guys want to do. Unless you want to alert the guards going into the place. What do you guys think?
How many guards?
9 on the inside of the fence.
Fuck, that's a lot. Never mind. I had
Yeah.
something for that. I don't have something for that.
Yeah,
How
that's-
sneaky is Brahm? Probably not super, but I'm willing to be surprised.
Oh, he's not sneaky at all, and he has disadvantage.
Oh no!
Okay.
+5 to stealth, but at disadvantage.
What is my stealth? I feel like it's gotta be good because I invested. Okay, mine's +3. It's not actually. I'm not really a stealth based bard.
+2 and also at disadvantage.
Remember when you said you've been rolling very well this whole campaign? Do you want to risk your life on that?
I mean, maybe. I mean, it's the Flaming Fist. Maybe we just pay them off. Maybe we find a guard and be like, "Hey, tell your buddies we got a little something in it for them if you let us through."
Sure, you can come over here.
I mean, how much gold does everyone have?
190, but I don't want to get rid of it.
I mean,
We'll do what we can. I don't want to get rid of all my money.
I have 111, 436 silver, and 1,725 bronze. Is the copper, whatever the last one is. I don't know. I don't deal in small change.
So the plan is, it sounds like, to hop the fence and then immediately try to bribe the guards?
I guess.
I
There's nothing else to do.
In all actuality,
Either that or
I
we could
hate
go-
that plan, but we
We could go back to the theater and the song performance outside the
You know
window
what?
and
Let's
see if
do
we can get
this.
invited inside.
Maybe I can make it easier and make it seem like more accurate if I bring you to, let's just bring you to a map that might make the
I'm
grounds a
scared.
little more accessible to what we're doing. Now, I don't want to open it up to, it is I think it's on dynamic lighting, and I would turn off dynamic
Oh, yeah.
lighting, but I don't want to give away anything. So if you
Okay.
drop your tokens, I'm going to shift click just right here.
Right there.
Yeah, you're going to
Okay.
see a first set of guards that I'm going to move back a
Oh,
little bit.
Hello, everyone.
There you go. That way you can kind of see. So the guards would be about like right here, and they're walking to the left.
And this is the direction of the estate?
Yep, and the estate is back here. Behind you would be the doors and the walls.
Wait, I forgot how to drag my fucking token in. How the fuck do I do that?
Click and hold the name and then hold it over.
It's on the upper right hand side.
Okay,
of the-
I got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So there is, like, you could hide behind trees. You could quickly duck behind the barn. Like, there are options for you. I don't want to say, like, it's either you immediately go over there and you're confronted by guards and you have to bribe them. But I'm just trying to paint a better picture, I suppose.
Apologize to ask.
Okay.
The barn was pointed out before. Why was the barn pointed out before? Just a place to be?
There was
it
an
just had
X
an
on the
X
map.
on it. On
Do
the
we
map,
want-
like it was something super important.
Do you want to see what's in the barn if there is a second entrance to it?
Yeah,
Not a bad
that
idea.
was. Yeah,
At the
that was gonna
very
be like my
least,
first
yeah.
stop.
I say we do that, and then if like maybe there's a fun little secret entrance, and if not, then we might have to just
Brom, where are you
maybe.
going?
I don't know where I am.
Let me help you, Brom.
I'm just trying. I'm stuck. Thank you.
God, I
The
love
doors strike again.
I don't know. I thought I put myself in the correct place, and then it was just a sea of white.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
no.
would not be good.
The
That would not be
void.
good. Yeah, hopefully you can see this area now.
Yes, I can.
Okay, cool. So when you guys are thinking of hopping over, do you want to just like when you place them down, Brom, do you want to like place them directly behind that tree?
Essentially, like I just kind of want to place them like because there's like a building right over here, right?
Yes, that would be the barn.
Can I place them on the roof of the barn?
Ooh.
You could definitely do that. The roof of the barn or the roof of the barn is straw, so it might not hold the weight of everyone depending on how much they weigh with all their weight.
I'm a little
but
boy.
you can definitely try.
Pretty dense. Very dense.
I mostly am looking at those that are clerics and fighters.
Yeah.
I am
Skinny little sack of bones.
I'm just under 300 pounds with all of my stuff and my weight combined.
Okay.
Don't look at weight. I just like to think that because of how Cole was made, he's just dense.
Okay.
Like you put him in water and he sinks dense.
All right. Fair.
Actually, apparently, a costume is 12 pounds.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, that
This
is
would just be heavy.
cosplay. Cosplay can get heavy.
I'm a cosplay man. Yeah.
Okay. So, Brom,
Uh,
you're gonna set him on the roof of the barn.
I'm.
Mm,
I don't know. Like I want to set them somewhere safe.
maybe.
Okay.
Okay. Are we doing like one at a time, person? Like maybe
it
Wes
is a
can be
one at
set
a time thing.
on the roof, scope it out, see if it's like safe to set people down on the ground. I guess.
Well, here's the thing. Brom only has this for like a limited
small
amount
amount
of
of
time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But lie to people
Thunder
first,
works
wait
in
10
mysterious
seconds,
ways.
you know?
Maybe they could just get off the roof and go off to the side. Is there like a side that people could go hide behind?
There is that is kind of tucked in the shadows, double doors. Behind the barn are some windows that would be accessible through the street before you make the climb, if you're interested.
Oh.
Can we see in those windows?
Yeah. Yeah, actually you can. You see 4 draft horses and a stable hand. Looks like they're scooping and tossing hay and stuff.
Oh. I think I have an idea.
Does the stable
Teleporters
hand
on top
look...
of the stable hand.
Oh.
No, even better.
Does he look persuadable? Or they? I don't know. He or she. It could be anybody.
Well, what are you thinking, Brom? Before we do that, what finish your
How
train of thought?
how well do these like are these like you said they're draft horses, right?
Yeah, 4 of them.
Are they like they're not war horses,
Not war horses, more like racing horses.
racing horses, which
Draft
means
horses
That could be
or
so
carriage
much money.
horses,
Or,
actually.
okay, carriage horses. I'm sorry.
carriage horses.
Oh, never mind.
Me looking to the person who knows the most about horses. If these horses get spooked enough, do you think that they will cause a panic?
Oh, they definitely would.
Yeah, they would probably cause a ruckus. They are probably carriage horses, and carriage horses are usually pretty well trained to not get spooked too easily, but they are horses and they're dumb as rocks. So take that as you will.
Fantastic. I can use Sorceress Burst from on top of the place
My God.
and have it thunder inside the carriage or inside the barn.
You just light the barn on fire.
I can also thaumaturgy.
We can also do that.
Okay.
I was
okay.
kidding, but I really enjoyed it.
So it
There's too many-
sounds like Brahm's gonna hop up and do a
whatever.
little light, or not lightning, but a thunderous sound, scaring the horses, right?
If like, because like we're just looking for a way to get inside without anybody noticing,
Thunder draw attention, I'm sure.
and that
However,
would draw attention. So like we could technically move over here.
Use that as a distraction, yeah.
Use that as a distraction and us move from like over here downwards.
do as thy will.
Okay. I love it.
Okay.
I love it. All right.
We do eventually want to get in that barn, though. Just saying.
Yeah.
But we'll go ahead and do this.
So the Brahm, you hop up. Do you bring your companions over the gate before you do this, or are you doing this first before you have them step over?
Oh, I am doing this before I have them step over.
Okay, perfect. So you go through, you cast the sound, it makes this boom thunder that makes all the horses start losing their mind, right? They're thinking that there's something very wrong. They start shaking, moving, busting doors, really causing a lot of noise and ruckus. The farmhand starts calling out for help as the guards quickly rush over there and run to the little door, I'll say right here, to help out as best as they can. What do you all do from this point, Brahm?
Oh,
Or I guess, are you bringing people over at this point?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Brahm is definitely just like for those of you who don't know, Brahm is an Azamar. And once a day for 1 minute, he grows these exquisite wings.
I love
So he just kind of like glows for like his back glows for a second, and these like beautiful large wings appear.
How do you keep those hidden in there? That's impressive. Wow.
it. Wes is in awe. He likes the macabre, but also angels are fucking cool.
Angels are fucking cool. He just it's just a thing I can do.
I love it.
But yeah, he'll like gently pick everybody up, and like it's essentially like a Superman kind of like jump. As he like jumps, lands, puts them down, jumps back over,
Love it. Love it. So
and gets everybody across.
you only have to do it a handful of times, right? Only 3 times, really. As you bounce, grab them, set them down, take the next person, do that a couple of times. You do this quickly enough that it doesn't take up much time, and you're not able to be seen by any of the prying eyes that are looking at this barn. There are many people rushed over trying to help settle the horses. Where do you all head from here, knowing that a lot of the focus is somewhere else?
This way?
Okay.
Should we head this way, guys?
If you
There's a
don't
tree
mind,
in
try
There's
try
big
going
trees.
in 60 feet. That way we can kind of stick to, I don't want to say a turn order, but I can keep up with the movement because there are a lot of moving pieces here. Okay, down here to the side of the house. Okay.
I don't know where we're supposed to be going to.
I don't either.
Okay, that's fair.
Before we know exactly what's so are we trying to get into the house now? Like that's what we're just trying to see what's available to us.
Yeah, we want to try and find that shield. And our best bet is probably inside the house somewhere.
Okay.
I will say
Oh,
there's
this
a
is
couple
risky.
of there's a couple of things. You have some windows here that lie next to a fire pit chimney, right? And you can look through there, you can open them up, you can try to sneak into the front door, which was past directly. It would have been directly in front if you would, instead of running to the right, you run straight ahead. You could go through the front door if you want. You do have the map of the place that lets you know there's a couple back doors, but the more you get around, the more footsteps and guards you see. You know that there's 9 guards technically patrolling the area.
I'd like to look in this window and see if there's like anybody here or if we can like get in.
Okay.
But like do it stealthily to try not to be spotted by self if there is somebody.
Yeah, roll me stealth.
Stealth. Oh, come on. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, I shouldn't have said anything about rolling well earlier.
So you get there, you place your hand on the door or the window sill to check, and as you go to pick it up to see if it's locked, it makes a really loud creak, and the eyes inside dart over towards you. You duck over, and you're not sure if they saw you or not, but you know that that window is open.
Okay. I mean, can I listen for a second to see if I'm gonna like move around the side again, so it would be impossible to see me, and like listen for a second to see if they come over.
You hear what sounds to be like some footsteps, but you're not sure if they get closer to the window or further from the window. But you definitely hear footsteps move.
Okay. Okay. Out of character, do you guys think it would work if I shouted like, there's a problem with the barn. We need backup or something, like impersonating a guard or something to like make them leave?
I mean, maybe, but it was also a loud noise, and
It would be a loud noise, yeah.
any of the guards that might have heard it, that could hear you, probably already heard it and may or may not be
true.
going over there.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think I told the group that this window is clearly open, but I don't know if we should go in because I may or may not have made it a suspicious point of entry.
I would rather not go through the front door if possible.
Yeah, let's maybe go around the back.
I think back would be safest.
Okay. So back around. So in 60 feet, yeah, thank you very much.
It's this far deep, but I don't know if we want to start like 30 and see where we are from there.
Yeah, can we go like smaller increments?
Of course. 60 feet was the maximum just because that's as fast as I could keep up.
Okay. I say we go like 5 feet at a time.
Okay, so nice. All right, so yeah, you go up there, laughter hole, as you kind of cut that corner, you get up closer, you get to the point where you start to see some guards talking over by a tree. They don't look like they've been alerted to the sound of the barn.
And there's no window here at all. Like there's a
Not on this
is there a
side of
thing
the
that
building.
shows a window? Okay.
Not on this side of the building, at least.
How tall? And this is 2 stories up.
2 stories up. Yep.
I want my bones of the earth back. This sucks.
I have something silly.
What's your silly?
Brom has mold earth.
I also have a silly. I could make them think they shat their pants.
Boy, we could do a lot of things.
I can soil their pants. So that they, like, I don't know, run away.
Lord.
What's the house made out of?
The house would be made out of stone.
Does mold earth work on stone?
That's good.
I am looking it up right now.
Oh,
I'm
that's
pretty sure
so
it
good.
does work on stone, right? Isn't that
You
the
choose a
holy
portion
nature?
of dirt or stone that you can see within range that fits
Oh
within
my
a 5-foot
God.
cube. You can manipulate it in one of the following ways. You can cause shapes, color, or you can target an area of loose earth. You can instantly excavate it, move it along the ground, and deposit it up to 5 feet away. You can cause shapes, colors, or both to appear on dirt or stone, spelling out words, creating images, or shaping patterns. The change lasts for 1 hour. If the dirt or stone you target is on the ground, you can cause it to become difficult terrain. And I can cause something to become normal terrain if it is difficult.
Damn.
Okay. Okay. I love it. So it maybe mold a
Door?
A door? Yeah, you're basically molding a door
Yeah.
in the stone, right?
Essentially.
Close again afterwards, or does it take up another spell slot?
I think it would just
It's
close
a
again.
cantrip.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, cool. Cool.
When I tell you I made
So you
Broms
just
for
close it.
utility, I made Brom for utility.
And we love that.
Okay, so are you guys cool with that then? Molding the earth to get in?
Yeah.
As long as there's nobody right on the other side, yeah.
Okay, and
Which
this
we
is
won't know until we get in.
I don't know. Yeah, I prefer that. I think.
okay.
Sorry.
So
I'll
we're gonna
save the shitting pants thing for later.
so Brom, I'm gonna bring you in and then I'm gonna bring each person in and yeah. Here we go. 1, 2,
Oh, it's a stairwell.
3, and 4. Sorry, laughter. I'm
Four
gonna take you out of
percent.
there. There you go. Yeah. So there's a
Oh, it's
store well and a
cramped.
door. You basically open up this area that the stairwell goes up and over, or the door goes what? Well, yeah, you don't know where. Yes.
We do know where the door goes. We have the map.
Oh yeah, you do know where the door goes.
Yeah!
It goes into a dining room. If you were to look
Um,
at the map,
Yeah,
And
but
where does
before
the
we
stairs
go anywhere,
go?
the
Can
stairs
we-
go just upstairs to the bedrooms and whatnot.
before we go and do that though, can we like really quick roll a perception or whatever just to see if we hear any noises
Yeah.
directly around us or anything like that?
Of course.
I just
Good
want
thinking.
I want to double check.
Mhm. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, I cursed myself.
I'm good at peeping, not at listening.
Needs to listen to nothing.
I'm a
All right, Cole. You get a few things. You get some conversation. That seems one-sided. And it might be some, I don't know, movement from upstairs. but there's a conversation coming from behind the door, and the movement would be coming from upstairs. So
Okay.
there's a couple options.
There's definitely a person the other side of the wall, and there's something moving upstairs. Where do we want to take our chances?
Hmm. Honestly, I think anywhere would be a good bet. Maybe we head upstairs.
Good to me.
Isn't upstairs, just making sure, just double checking, isn't upstairs where we're supposed to go, where it had that like little X on it?
That the X was the barn.
That was the barn.
Yeah.
Upstairs
Just where I was
had
reading
the
notes, yeah.
comment that be careful of Thirstwell. He is easily surprised, or something along those lines.
Yeah, that's how I was surprised we didn't go to the barn.
Well, we created the distraction there, so we'll have to wait until it calms down.
Okay.
I mean, do we want to just start?
Yeah, the only thing we can do is like carefully explore, I think. Because we might know what rooms are next, but we don't know who is in said rooms.
If we can, because like I don't know how dangerous this place is. Because last time we were in a place, it was super fucking dangerous.
Rich people.
Um. So
Scary
like
rich
I don't,
people.
I don't know what we're falling into. Um.
So we're essentially breaking and entering now.
We are.
If we are caught, we are at a huge disadvantage. We have many guards.
We need
We
a
have
lie to tell.
That might not be good enough. It's a very delicate situation for us to walk into and explore carefully. If we have an idea where something is directly by any means, I say we need to start going to that. Because I would rather not stick around for too long, because we know the dangerous part of this as well is that they had two psycho fucking sons that just commit arson for fun and punch people for fun.
And when we killed them.
I mean, to be fair, you also punch people for fun, Cole.
I do, but they're rich. I get consequences. So it's a little different. So
Yes,
a little
bedroom let me look.
So if there's a guest bedroom, I'm willing to bet our Thavius Krieg fellow might be staying in there if he's with these people.
Yeah, nothing that says guest bedroom, but lots of bedrooms.
I mean, our best lead is the barn.
With your cantrip, could we essentially tunnel our way?
Yes.
Why don't we just tunnel to the barn?
Let's do it.
I like that.
If the barn is the place with the X on it, that's an actual lead. I don't know where we don't if sorry I remember, we don't have any indication that it is here in the home directly, right?
Right.
But we have a lead of something being important in the barn, whether it's the item we're looking for, or a lead to the item we're looking for, or a way to gain favor to get in here easily. I say we tunnel to the barn.
So go underground at a 5-foot cube kind of area, and you're just gonna Minecraft it essentially to the barn.
If everybody wants to do that,
I
think that's
yeah
an
that
option.
yeah. I just want to make sure that's that's cool with everyone.
Surely they've calmed down the horses by now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm.
Let's Minecraft it.
Well, hold on. What are you thinking?
Oh no, I look, I just got us in. If we want to go to the barn, we can go to the barn.
Yeah, barn. I thought we were gonna go to the barn. I want to go there. I don't want to be in here. I'm scared of here.
Okay. So back out the door.
Straight to the ground. Fuck it. We don't know what's on the other side at this point. We already risked once.
I mean, to be fair, if honestly, I just feel like we should just go in swinging. Because these are bad people.
That doesn't
And
make, make it.
We're going. They're bad people.
Okay.
But
just because they're bad people doesn't mean that you can just go in there with a hammer. That doesn't make it possible. There's a lot of political things that could like happen to this. These are powerful people.
These are
just
also
cultists.
corrupt people.
Corrupt people with connections to the police.
And like that they're paying.
They are. So if we're in the wrong, whose side are they going to take? It doesn't matter about morals, it matters about coin, right?
They're bad people.
Anything. If you really want to explore here, I will follow your lead on that. I am not a person who enjoys going in swinging all the time. But if you want to go in there because they're bad people, we can go in there.
I mean, we can go to the barn, like but how are we getting to the barn?
Minecraft.
Okay, where we go? Like, are we just tunneling here?
I think we follow the map. Yes, we tunnel from here. Follow the map. I assume there's like a scale thing, and we're smart enough to know how far we have to go to get to the barn and what cardinal direction we have to go.
I will say trying to tunnel from the house gives you a huge disadvantage to get to the barn. But the map that you were given was a map to the villa, not the barn. The barn just happened to be on the map. If that makes sense. Like, there's more detail about the house and the mansion than there is. The barn just is like a little rectangle with an X that says barn and boom, X right there. But the idea is if you want to step out and just quickly hide and try to avoid eyesight till you get to the side of the barn and then mold earth and get into maybe the back side of the barn. Does that sound like a good idea, or do you want to
Down for that.
Yeah, thank you, DM. I think that's better.
Because I think I get where you're trying to go in. It's just I might not have set you up with enough understanding of where the guards are at the moment. So if you step out, I'll grab the group and we'll just say for shits and giggles, just happen to step right here. You would see that the guards and stuff are over by the front, but they're making their way down. You have an opening over here, kind of by where you would have seen the draft horses when you looked over at the thing. It might put you right where the draft horses are, but it would give you a decent amount of cover to get around places and to at least assess the situation before going anywhere. Does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I think so.
All right, so I'll bring you all. Oops. Try grabbing you all like this. And let me zoom out real quick. Okay, so we'll say mold earth happens. The guards go down south. They keep walking. Another set of guards seems to be following and cutting the corner just as you're going in. They cut the corner, and that's when you guys will say, let me move this horse really quick. Let's see. I love you. Roll 20, please work. And okay, there you go. Now you guys are in. So we'll just say the horses are moved over. But yeah, this is kind of the angle that you're at. You see that there's a couple stable doors closed, marking where the horses can have some space and rest. There's a stable hand, just basically getting things prepped, organized, ready. Especially after the chaos that just happened, they're a little bit flustered, talking to themselves.
And they don't notice us?
With the mold earth and everything going on around you, no, they don't notice you. I would say like
And the
their backs are turned. They're with their, what do you call, like a pitchfork, right? And they're just like talking to themselves as they're scooping and throwing hay over their shoulder.
Okay. I'd like to look around and see if I immediately notice anything that seems like a passage to somewhere else or something important, like what that X could have been referring to on the map.
Yeah, I would say if anyone is actively looking for where that X might have landed, I need an investigation.
Come on, come on, come on. Okay. Oh,
That's a nat 20, baby.
Nat
Nat
20,
20. I might have a
baby.
-2, but it's still a nat
Laughter.
20.
Yeah.
Having the last laugh,
I
baby.
kinda- I want to do it just in case. Just in case.
Just in case. Yeah, you never know.
No, okay. I have a +6, so I was like, what do I get? I just distracted my horses in front of me.
Does Brom go
No,
at
no,
all?
yours is delicious.
Investigation?
Yes, please.
Man has
Wesley
a
loves
-1.
horses, so-
Doesn't
Minus
matter.
one.
We have a good time.
Laughter had a -2 and still a crit.
Yeah. Just because we have
Oh,
negatives
darn.
doesn't mean we can't roll.
I overspoke.
Our team is amazing.
Yeah, basically what happens is as you're looking, I would say Laughter, just because you get that crit, there's something that catches your eye. Everyone else sees doors that would line to stables, the stable doors and stuff, but no one's able to actually see the trap door that Laughter sees, I guess is the best way to put it. Laughter is the person who's taking their pitchfork and hitting the hay on the ground. You notice they're being very cautious about one spot. And as you focus your attention on that one spot, you notice there's a hatch that leads down.
Guys, I found a hidden door. It's on the floor by the hay.
It's in front of the stable hand, right?
Directly in front.
I think this person might be easier to pay off if we needed to. But
Okay, can I get like a vibe check on this stable hand? Like, are they jumpy? Are they seemingly like, I don't know, like wooed by handsome young men with like a dark aesthetic? I don't know.
God almighty.
Just a
Roll me
vibe check in
insight.
general. Okay.
Looking with your beepers once more.
Let me find insight on my thing. Come on, come on. I can't see it. It's behind. Okay, it's not great.
You have genuinely zero idea.
No idea.
I look in the direction, I stand on my tippy toes to see if I could also see. Fuck it.
Just
All right.
everybody vibe check.
14. Okay, a 14. Let's see. A 14 will give you that they seem very skittish, especially after the
afraid of.
loud sound that startled the horses. But I mean, they seem to be settling down. The back is turned to you, so it's not the best read, but you know, they definitely seem to be settling down. They're talking to themselves, which is, you know, maybe a good thing.
Wesley, how well do you know rich people? Could you perhaps persuade him to leave if, you know,
Oh, he's not
your
rich.
rich people voice? I know,
Honey,
but
he's not rich.
I know he's not rich, but you, I think, are. And perhaps you have an air of authority to let him know that he is no longer needed in here, and the Vanthampers are letting him go early for the evening for a little extra coin? Perhaps?
See, just because they're poor doesn't mean they're stupid. You know, hmm.
I mean, with enough
I
money,
can try
anyone can be
something.
happy.
I have
mean,
something for that.
Coin is the universal lubricant of conversation, for lack of a better term.
Coin, I'm sure would be,
I
very
mean,
nice.
does anyone... Laughter, Brahms, did you have other ideas?
I have sleep.
Yeah, maybe we just put him to sleep. I mean...
Does he look like he's an elf?
No, just a
Oh.
basic human commoner.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have sleep.
Roofie him. Magical roofie.
Well, yes, we're going to put this one to sleep. If you want. Easy enough. They are, I would say, from what you can tell, human. They probably would succumb to the spell pretty quick if that's the choice. Maybe coin would be an option. I'm just trying to weigh everything out for you.
Well, he would sleep if you
I
want
mean,
to.
I feel like sleep is the most surefire option. Maybe I'll leave him a couple gold coins and a blanket or something. I don't know.
I will say,
That,
if you do
or we
cast
have-
sleep, you won't be detected by anyone.
Yeah.
Not to persuade you or anything. I just realized there would be no one to say yes or no. Not to say yes or no, but no
Yeah.
witnesses, I guess.
And I don't want to leave anything because it would let him know someone was there, but I want to leave him like, I'm sorry, we put you to sleep, but I guess he would just
it's
think
either
you went to
that.
sleep.
I mean, to be honestly, we could put him to sleep, or somebody could knock him out with a weapon.
Him to sleep a little more. It's a lot less intrusive, and he could have just, collapsed sleepy.
This poor boy, I don't think we'd knock him out. He works so hard. He deserves the extra sleep.
If he fails it, somebody will have to knock him out.
If
Last resort.
I can do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
last
There you
resort,
go,
we
Laughter.
can do that.
hold on. If he succeeds against like the save for sleep, would he know someone tried to put him to sleep? Or
No.
Actually,
no. So then
I
maybe
don't
we
think
try
so.
the bribery.
I'm looking at sleep right now. If there is nothing that indicates that you've been tried to be magically put to sleep.
So maybe we try it, and then maybe I'll see if we can diplomatically do this, and then if not, then we can knock him out. Knock him the fuck out.
Yeah, we have backup plans.
All right, so sleep it is.
Sleep.
Yes.
Okay. Not a problem.
Please don't be wise.
Let's see here.
Huge
It's a
problem.
13. I mean, this commoner is gonna do a wisdom save.
Nat
you
20.
said?
Don't you curse us with a nat 20.
If
No,
I
they
tell
did
it
a-
nat 20, then
Nat
it'll do the
20.
opposite.
Don't you curse us with a nat 20.
If it gets a nat 20, I will eat my hat. And I don't have a hat, so nothing will happen.
You a hat.
We're gonna get you a hat just to eat.
The wisdom saving throw, they get a 15.
No!
What if we killed Nameless right now?
Yeah, what if we just killed the DM?
Yeah, we just break the fourth wall
Wait,
and kill the DM.
Is sleep a cantrip?
No, sleep is a spell.
No. It is a
Again.
spell. Yeah.
Again?
No, it's
I mean,
okay.
do we want to waste
No,
another
no,
spell
I
slot?
was kidding. It's okay.
Okay.
If it was a cantrip, you just like
oh,
constantly
God.
casting it.
What would I say if I were to step out and like be like, psst?
Hi.
I mean, maybe I
No.
just like quiet, like psst, psst, hey, maybe that kind of thing, and then, well, I don't know if this has to do with what I'm saying or not. Okay, Yeah, maybe I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try just like quietly getting his attention as non-threateningly as possible so I don't spook him, so he doesn't go running or anything. And like I've got gold coins in my hand and I'm like,
Hiding behind a horse.
hmm?
Don't look at me.
Yeah, everybody else hides, so it just kind of looks like it's me, so he's not threatened.
Okay.
I guess
And
I'm trying to persuade him to.
You were just a visiting bard, and you're a little lost, and you're just a little tired. Maybe he can
Yeah,
just give you a
I'm such a
minute.
fan. I'm such a fan of that son who is a fan of bards, and I really need this.
do you say that to the person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if he turns around and he's not spooked and he's not like, because if he turns around and freaks out, then it's Plan B and like knock him over the head and knock him out. But if he's receptive, I will explain like, hey, I got money here. I'll pay you. I really need to get closer to this man. He is so amazing, and I love the Vanthampers and blah 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 blah. Yeah, my categories.
He says, "Give me 1 gold," with a very big smirk, and I'll quickly leave you
2 gold.
alone.
Give him 2 gold. Fuck it.
All right, I'll give him 2 gold.
All right. As you give him 2 gold, he smiles and he says, "I'm taking the whole week off." And then he quickly steps outside and takes off. Yeah, that's a lot of money.
A pervert all along.
That was a lot of money. So
I know it's a lot of money, but I have a lot of gold.
Exactly.
So they step out and leave you all to this open area. I will say, as you kind of start looking around at this, I guess hatch is the best way to put it. Like when you look at it, it's literally a wooden hatch that is very nice. It's been well taken care of, oiled, sanded down. It's got a nice, what do you call it, iron handle that you can pull up and take a ladder all the way down. And that's actually where we'll call it tonight. So I appreciate everyone joining us. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you all next week. And
wrapping up so fast.
yeah, I'm wrapping up so fast because I also need to end it because I have somebody standing behind me. It's
me.
not creepy at all. Not creepy at all. But no, they're waiting for me to wrap up. They have a question for me. So I'm just going to be quick. But thank you so much, guys, for joining us. If you have any questions, hit us up in the comments, or you can always find our past episodes on YouTube. And if you want to say goodbye, y'all.
Goodbye, everybody.
Have a good night.
Good night, y'all. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.